We are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up EUR, CHF. We are on a monthly time frame. Price action, last candle to the right hand side is a bullish green candle. So we do have price action overall, lower lows. Price action, higher highs. Midpoint. Also adding second level lows. And adding third level lows. So let's zoom in the price to see what's going on. So price action on the monthly time frame is a bullish green candle. It's sitting as a bullish green doji, so the market's indecisive. Also, it looks like it's coming from a pattern below that area. Current price is sitting at 0.98913. So if price works its way up, it can head to the midpoint of the previous second, third, sixth to last candle in the market. So it can near the numbers nearing 1.00314. And if price decides to break down, it can head to the midpoint of that second to last candle in the market, which would be nearing the numbers nearing 0.97577. And we can see that price action doji sitting in that mid range of that area. So we're going to put a midpoint in that area. So as we walk down the time frame, we can see what is going on. So price action is coming from a pattern. So that's if that market pushes up. We have identification that that third last candle lost a lot of momentum to the downside. So it could be a reversal happening. So coming down in red, we do have that first, second, third, fourth. We have a double bottom. Price action retesting currently. And if it pushes up, we'll see that double bottom in a retest. If we get the engulfment to the downside, so that means that the market just did an overall break, a retest, and the market's pushing down. So also, if that market does push down, it's coming from a major area at the high. So we did receive a break and a retest. So we do have that overall first, second, third, fourth. So it's an incline double top. And with retest one, retest maybe going down for that second push. And if that market does work its way up too, it's an overall pattern. So there's a lot of patterns inside patterns, but overall we're talking about, we do have a spike down to a low. So we have that first, second, market came back down to a third leg. If we get that engulfment pattern towards the last 4 or 5 candles in the market, we receive that engulfment and we'll see that W formation working its way up. Headed down to the weekly time frame. Price action on the weekly time frame identifying as a bearish red doji. So that's the retest of the market pushing up. So below that area, we can see that decline W for that first, second, third, fourth. We do have that double bottom retest, and we're going to see the market price is going to shoot up. Price in second is side by side, so that we do have that consolidation. It's also reading that market did spike that high twice, wasn't able to break. Headed down to the daily time frame. So price action on the daily time frame is reading as a bullish green doji. So it made it up to that midpoint. So we have to still wait for that market to do what it do to see if it's going to break up or break down. If we do see that incline, there's patterns inside patterns. So we do have that decline W for that first, second, third, fourth. If we receive the break, also that price action is a retest, all we got to see is a push, and it's coming from like a head and shoulders pattern or a double bottom and a retest. Okay, but overall, within the top of that resistance, the bottom of that support of price, everything that's in there is that consolidation from the previous time frame of that doji. So if that market decides to work its way down, it's working its way down from a double top in that area. So market did break and retest. So we do have that first, second, third, fourth double top. Market is currently retesting that midpoint line, on the midpoint line, or just near the midpoint line. If we do receive that bearish red candle to start working its way down a price action, and eventually if it does engulf that second last candle, price action coming from a double top and a retest. But overall, everything that's in his area is that consolidation from that previous candle we did see on the or the weekly or monthly time frame, or the monthly time frame, the doji. Price action 4-hour time frame reading as a bullish green doji. So we do know everything at the top of this resistance and the bottom of that support is consolidation to the top side and the bottom side. Price action currently reading as a retest. Long wick up to the top, so it can be a reversal unless we see price action engulf that top side. But if not, price action can follow up with the bearish red candle to engulf that price action. Price work its way up. You can see that double bottom and that incline double bottom in that area, which is identifying as the first, second, third, fourth retest. The market push up on double bottom and retest. Also is reading as another pattern in the area. So we do have that left shoulder, we do have that head, and we do have that right shoulder, and we have a head and shoulders pattern. Price action retesting to push up. So there's a lot of patterns inside patterns on this area, and if this market decides to push down, we'll talk about that in a 3-hour time frame. But let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. So we're going to put this market in a range on that SR line because we're looking for that break near the top of that price action doji to a little bit towards the bottom of that SR line. So whatever's in here is that consolidation until we see that market start breaking and retesting the top of that zone or the bottom of that zone to fully break out the market. Price action on a 3-hour time frame identifying as a bullish green doji push up to the top type of doji. So it lost a lot of momentum to that top side. So it could be reversal, push it back down. It don't have to push all the way back down. It can push down just to the zone, create some momentum for that market to push up. And you may just see the following first, second, third, fourth, full retest previous side. Market's still coming up for that double bottom and a retest, or the retest could just happen at the high nearing price. 2-hour time frame price action reading as a bearish red doji. Now, if that market does decide to drop down from this area because that price action candle does have a long wick up to the top, we'll be identifying the first, second, third, received engulfment towards price in second to push the bottom of that zone. Once price engulfs that third to last candle, you look for the break and retest, and we can see that double top formation. Headed down to the 1-hour time frame. So price action on the 1-hour time frame is identifying as a bearish red candle. Lost a lot of momentum to the top side, up price in second, but still could just be enough reading as the break and retest. Or if it does push up from that area, we'll talk about that on the lower time frame 45. And it can be reading as a double top incline for that first, second, third, and we can see that price action already spiked that support or near that support. So all we have to do is wait for that market to see if it's going to break, retest, or work its way down. If so, we'll see that double top. Headed down to 30, same as well. Bearish red candle came back to retest. Third 15-minute time frame, same as well. Bearish red candle came back to retest. Price action candle lost a lot of momentum. So we're going to see if that market's going to break all the way through unless it consolidates and work its way back up. Headed down to the 5-minute time frame. We got multiple pushes to that top, about 3. So market had a hard time breaking. So we had a overall first, second, third, fourth retest, and market pushed down. So to dissect this area, if you turn on this lower time frame, we do have that midpoint here. Market broke. So as we're walking down the time frame, we're looking to see if that market's going to break and retest that midpoint to work before it worked its way down, unless we just followed up a long bearish red candle. So 3-minute time frame, long bearish red candle. 1-minute time frame, now we starting to see that bullish green candle starting to form. Price second and fourth last candle showing that lost a lot of momentum to the downside, so it could be a reversal working back up for this price action small candle to work its way back up to the retest. So it can head up to that midpoint of that second last candle nearing the numbers of 0.98934 before making it up to that overall midpoint, second level highs of 0.98957. Very important information. Please study and review Forex pattern cheat sheet, breakout retest strategy. Click on images. Okay guys, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your attention. EUR CHF.